Hi, I'm Phoebe Cakes, and welcome to this very first episode of a currently unnamed review show. We're going to be talking about RuPaul's Drag Race, but more importantly, we're going to be hanging out with some Bay Area drag performers that I love. My first guest ever is Lucinda Puss.
Oh!
In honor of RuPaul's Drag Race, she's dressed like Joey J. Tell us about...
Yeah. You know what? Who needs wigs, right? I just like, this is me.
New year, who needs wigs? I'm not wearing
New
one.
Year. No, this is, the level at which your hair has grown through the pandemic is just...
it's a lot of vitamin K. That's the one that helps hair, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's lots of vitamins. Special K, I think, is very important.
So, I figured we could get to know each other a little bit. Well, I know you, but I want our potential viewers to get to know you. So, are you in a drag house? Do you do drag by yourself?
I would say as of now, I belong to what we call the House of Geyser Puss. Namesake Crystal Geyser. She's on an extended hiatus at the moment. So... right now, I'm just using all of those talents. I've sucked the life force out of her, and we're focusing it all on me.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, that's good. I love sucking the life force out of your partners to boost yourself up. It's very Grand Witch, Michelle Pfeiffer in Stardust.
Yes.
Winifred. Yeah.
Breathing the life force. Yeah. So... I've been doing drag about almost 5 years.
Okay.
Just shy of 5.
Did you apply to the High Princess pageant?
I did not, because I am just shy of 5.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you.
Well, I was going to say, is like when I applied, I was also just shy of 5. And, but my drag family pushed me to do it. And then I ended up being cast, which I was gagged about because I was not only late with my application, but I fully thought I was going to be disqualified. It was like the worst feeling to like, oh shit, now I do have to do this.
Yeah.
And that was the reason I didn't apply to Drag Race last year, because I was like, okay, well, I got to focus on this pageant now. But that's funny. I think you should have applied. You would have been great.
You know, I thought about it, but I've done about 4 for 4 losses of all the pageants I've done. So you know what? I just like to sit back and be a bitchy judge now.
You know, I won only one pageant, and it was like a collaborative group win. But every pageant I've done, I've learned something about myself. So it's like, it's worth it.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, totally. I've learned a lot. The creative, forcing a deadline, especially I know we're both Geminis. Sometimes it can be easier to just like take that have to do it last minute motivation and get shit done.
Exactly.
But you know, maybe next year.
Nice.
Maybe next year when I'm at 5.
A question I came up with was, if you could liken your drag to a food item, what would it be and why?
Oh, perfect one. Just popped in my head right away. Baklava.
Oh.
Both because it's lots of layers, which if you know anything about baklava, you have layers. Mm-hmm. I'm a little flake. I'm kind of, you know, like, and then also nutty. Oh. And those are all things that are in baklava.
You have nut in you. I heard that about you.
I do lots of various kinds of nut. So I think a baklava cut into little, you know, shapes and little sweets.
Where's baklava from? What word is that? What language?
It's a few different ones. So typically you see like Turkish baklava or Greek. Yes. It's from, that part of the world.
But it's a Turkish word? Is it a Greek word? Do they share the word?
I think they do.
Oh, we have our producer. Producer Angel, can you tell it?
Oh my gosh.
Are you actually looking it up?
I should know this.
Yeah.
But yeah, baklava and phyllo, made with phyllo dough.
Yeah.
And I am 3/4 phyllo.
Phyllo sounds, that's Greek.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It's a Turkic word, but it comes from a Mongolian root.
Oh, a Mongolian root.
Wow.
Oh, interesting. Wow, I don't know why I was so obsessed with finding out where that word was from. I just wanted to see if you were culturally appropriating something that you shouldn't.
I was saying, oh.
But I was like, oh, no, you can be baklava.
Turkish and Greek,
Turkish,
which I am neither.
You are neither.
But I have,
or also not Mongolian.
No, but I have had a little of all of the above in me at one point or another.
That is also true. Okay, Turkish nut inside of Lucinda Puss. Okay, so thank you. That was really nice to get to know you a little more. Well, let's get into the episode. Welcome back from our very brief commercial break. We don't have any sponsors yet, but we're just putting in breaks in case somebody wants to underwrite this. But we're going to get into talking about the double premiere episode. I figured we could start, just like all of the other review episodes, by talking about the entrance looks and your first impressions.
Let's do it.
So let's do it. Let's see.
I have thoughts and opinions.
We're just going to go alphabetically because that's how they're...
Okay, sure. Yeah, alphabetically. Yeah. Ugh! Okay, so let's talk about Amethyst. How do you feel? Be honest. We're not Rue girls, so we're not held to the same standard of propriety. We could really just say what we want to say. So don't lie. What do you think about Amethyst?
My initial, when I first saw this, so not skipping too far ahead of my thoughts that maybe changed a little bit later of Amethyst, but initial shotgun thoughts, honey, not enough. Not enough.
I'm sorry, that's like a doll skill kind of outfit.
Yes.
Not for me. I like the mic, like she's a pop girly, but I'm not getting star power, at least not yet.
No.
My daughter, Eris, says that she's really funny on TikTok, and I believe her, but every time I heard the word TikTok on the show, my eyes rolled so far back, I saw the top of my skull, and she loves to talk about TikTok. So first impression, not so good. Outfit, not so good.
No.
And then her face also reminds me of someone not so good. But, like, that's, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe some cinching. I don't know. I know the new thing with the kids these days is they don't want to wear padding or boobs or whatever, but let's just...
I blame Aquaria for that, but Aquaria is
she did
a rail.
And she was in original, and no, not enough Amethyst, more like a imitation Amethyst.
Yeah.
Whatever that stone is called.
Oh, I don't...
A shamethyst.
Shamethyst. Ooh, that's good. That's why you're here. Okay. I'm sorry. Actually, we're sure you're great. We're just talking about first impressions, not like actually you.
Yeah.
This drag is art and art is subjective. Okay.
This is not about you, but it is about you.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. Great. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
So this is where it's like top-down processing. I know how she does later on.
Right.
But how do I feel about the entrance look?
Right.
I thought it was really good. We're talking about Anitra. And I think it was good in that it gave us a point of view. Like, she walked in the door, I kind of saw who she was. Like, kind of like warrior ready to slay. Yeah, what did you think?
I love the colors, black and yellow together. I think it's nice. I think she had a cute shape of the garment. The shoe is throwing me off. I feel like it's a little like not the kind of shoe I would have chosen, like maybe a full enclosed boot or something like that. But
this is where we differ. I see a full enclosed boot that would be sensible, but I like a strappy moment, so I'm kind of living. I want to see the little toes.
Is that why you picked me? Is because I also like sensible shoes? Yes. No, I think it looks great. I love the Facekini-esque moments.
Yeah.
I love the studding.
Yeah, it's like black and yellow. You think wasp, but then like the helmet or the headpiece has little stingers on it.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember what she said at her entrance line, but I remember it being like, haha, like I had a chuckle. I thought it was cute.
Speaking of it, well, oh my gosh, we're like going way too in depth in all of these girls because we're supposed to be rapid fire.
Oh, yeah.
But that's okay. But she was one of the few people, because like I think the Meet the Queens really does a bad job of endearing people to the contestants. They all kind of blend together, and like no one really sticks out, and everyone's really off-putting because they're trying so hard to like say the right thing and be catchy and memorable. But I do remember specifically loving Anitra's Meet the Queens. I thought she was very authentic. I mean, evocative of Priyanka, but not in like a copycat way, but like in like, oh, this is a girly, we can kick it.
Right. And I mean, I don't necessarily think she had to do a wig underneath the hat. I think that was enough.
Why?
I don't know why that was.
Yeah. People were talking
Drag
about
is already uncomfortable. Why make it more so?
Yeah. All right, so let's keep it to 30-second comments.
Yeah.
You got a little extra shade, Amethyst, but we're gonna keep it short.
They accidentally added some marks on here,
but you'll get it. Okay. They said it on the pit stop, Bianca Del Rio, and I think it was Ben Delacreme actually that made the comment. It's like, it's very hard to pull off black, because if you're going to wear black, it really has to stick out. I do see how Aura's outfit has really cool shapes, really cool materiality, but I think the black does really swallow her up. Color-wise, she doesn't pop. Also, I think the proportions make her look smaller. And being a Filipino queen, that's a 5'10", it's like we need every single inch that we can get, visually. And I think like the boots cut her down, the jacket really cut her down. She's not wearing like super flat hair, but it is a flat wig style. So it's like she really chopped herself down. I think I would have done something a little more stately and something that popped on screen. But I do think the garment is beautiful.
All of the above. I wish there would have been like a open the coat moment to something that was like maybe more dynamic.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's like what I would expect to see someone wearing at like a meet and greet or like, a brunch gig or something.
Yeah.
I love the lapels of the jacket. I do love a lapel.
Oh yeah, no, it's gorgeous.
But I agree, it's shrinking her up, making her look. And in drag, you want bigger and larger than life, right?
But it's doing a similar thing as Anitra. It's just like she's ready to fight. It's a fighter's outfit. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Face is right.
Yeah, gorgeous.
People are reading her for her lace, apparently. But honestly, I could care less. Like, we're all doing drag, you know?
Do you really think this hair on my head is real?
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, the lace line, it's like, that's one of those things I never really thought that was that big of a deal.
I don't care.
And then someone mentioned it in like later with one of the contestants.
Oh yeah.
With the tape and everything, which...
Well, she didn't clean the lace.
Right.
If you're gonna go on TV, clean it. But it's like,
at least.
I don't need you to be fully unclockable. That is so dumb. Oh.
So we're probably gonna cut my booty out.
Oh yeah, cut your booty. Oh yeah, that's fine. Keep your booty in, baby.
Sponsored by. Those are the sponsors.
Okay. Okay, Irene Dubois. Entrance look. I thought it was gorgeous. It's one of those things where it's like, I saw this look already because someone else on Drag Race probably used the same designer. Starlet from UK last year. That was her elimination look. Same idea. Spikies with like the tufts of either, what is that, ostrich
like
or caribou. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I do love it, but it's just like, you got to be careful when you're using those Drag Race designers, because you're gonna wear something inevitably that somebody else has already worn is going to be compared to that.
Right.
I think when Starlet did it, it was a little better. But I will say, beautiful garment. Love it. Love that she has a point of view. The shoes you would love.
She's wearing points.
Yes. Yeah.
Shoes. First off, right off the bat, I'm like, honey, my plantar fasciitis says yes. So I love a sensible shoe. That does not bother me. I think the garment is cute. I think the colors maybe her shoes are a little pink and her garment seems a little red. I don't know, maybe that's the nitpicky thing. I love the little like elf ears moment.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, more of that like, we're larger than life. We're playing. We're having fun, I think she seems really fun for the look, but yeah. It's a good
seems
entrance
fun.
look.
Yeah,
It seems
yeah.
fun.
She branded herself. Too.
Yes.
It's just like, look at me, I'm weird and quirky,
Mhm.
but I also have money. I'm weird, quirky, and have a trust fund.
And I know the same designers that all the other ones do. Yeah, that's very true. A lot of those people wear like Abraham Levy costumes, great, but a lot of people buy them.
A lot of people buy them. I'm like, the first time I saw one of those, corset, I was just like, oh, that's so cool. I want one for myself. And then now I see it so often. It's like,
it's not. Yeah, it's everyone's. It's cookie cutter.
Cookie cutter.
It's like people have.
I like to eat cookies, not look at
I love
cookies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want cookies.
Why are you taking so long?
Oh,
Jax. Okay. I've been going first. You go first.
Okay, so I love the little like intro vibe that she's giving with it's very like it was made a reference already, but very like Spartan cheerleaders, very like not legally blonde. Bring it on. Very bring it on. Yeah, cute. I'm not mad at the boot. I think it goes with the outfit, but I love to see a chunky heel because bitches have been breaking their ankles on the first episode, so we like that. Jacket's cute. Banging body figure is great. Hair is great. Yeah, love it. Very cute.
Yeah, I mean, I love taking like a simple idea and then making it drag. So she did that. Cheerleading uniform. I'm gonna stone it to hell. Put on some extra slits. I could wear a sneaker, but I'm gonna wear a dragged up sneaker with a heel. I do think like the hair is in that same camp. It's like, if I'm going to do hair, I'm going to do drag hair, but I do feel like it's a little disharmonious with like the rest of the outfit. Right. I think like, kind of like
a cute pigtail
or something would have still kind of like brought the outfit up and out and like the theme forward. I'm going to disagree with you with the body a little bit. I think Jax is one of those girls where I think she could cinch in a little bit or make her, proportionize, make her hips a little bigger. But you can tell she's a body girl. She's like a gymnast, and I would not want to go up against her in a lip sync. And I know that immediately when she walks in. And we also learned about her. We learned that she was a career cheerleader.
Yeah.
And that she's gonna bring stunts.
Yeah.
And she did.
She's got those guns.
One of our tops for trade of the season, I guess.
Yeah.
None of them are trade. I just want to put that out there. People are misusing that word.
I think so too.
Okay. No trade. No trades in the chat.
This one is
release to trade.
Okay. Oh.
Lucy LaDuca. Okay.
You go first.
Is her name
a poop reference
to a poop reference?
Yeah, that's the first thing anyone ever says whenever we say her name. Is like,
Lucy Duke.
Yeah, like Lucy Stool.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, Lucy Stool, Lucy LaDuca.
Lucinda Puss.
Okay, so she's the mud butt queen.
Yes, clearly. I think that's a poop reference name, and if it's not, it's Forever Shelby.
Yeah.
I think the outfit's cute. I love the little like faux denim moment. It is giving very like Dolly. Pardon, not the painter.
Yeah. Yes, not the painter. Yeah, very Dolly, very Barbie.
Yeah.
The body's right. She calls herself the body. I would have just waited to be called the body and then kind of like ran with the branding, but I wouldn't call myself the body.
You give it to yourself, it's like,
but the body is right.
Yeah.
So,
no, it's great.
yes, you're
it's
right.
Very good. Wish the tits maybe were just a little bit bigger.
Are you kidding? They're so big. They are so big. Oh, shut up.
No, they look great. She looks very cute. Very like, yeah.
I don't think we need to say more.
No.
Yeah.
Stop. Lux Noir London.
Lux Noir London. I think it's a great look. I think it tells us about her. I think it's a little evocative of Lady Camden's look from last season where she did the mustache reveal. Yes. So it's just a little too close to have those two looks, happen one season after the other. But as an entrance look, I think it's really stunning because it doesn't overdo it. but it still has like really fantastic detail. The cutout's impeccable.
They're great.
Like,
I love the cutout. It's like really like nicely along their body. I think I love a pantsuit, and I love monochromatic. I think she looks great. And a lot of these girls are coming in with like the idea that maybe they're gonna have to do something really crazy first day. So you want to be somewhat comfortable, I guess. Yeah. That's not 40 inches. Though.
That's not 40 inches.
That's not 40 inches.
Well, I'm just like, 40 inches look different on different bodies. You know,
It's
she
true.
could be very tall.
She could be very tall.
And they're just like, oh, maybe she's just tall.
Maybe she's tall.
Okay.
I don't think it's 40
Okay,
inches.
you heard it here, inches gate, not 40 inches. Wig gate?
Wig gate. Oh.
You go.
Fox. I don't remember the first.
Malaysia, something Fox.
Malaysia and something Fox.
What do you know what it is?
Baby doll.
Baby doll Fox.
Okay.
Yes.
This is giving me Tails from Sonic from the Hedgehog. It's glamorous, it's camp, it's the kind of drag that I see, and it just like instantly like fills my heart. I love it. She looks amazing, and she looks so good in orange, and I'm not a big fan of orange as a color, but I think she looks amazing, and that wig and body, everything is like beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, no complaints. It's amazing. I mean, pageant drag isn't for me, you know, like kind of like the stretchy sequin dresses. I'm like, you have to do something a little extra. And she did. She did. Just like, you're a fox. That's really good. My only nitpicky thing is just like the tones of the faux foxtail that she's holding and the hair are different from the dress.
Yes.
So, again, like, I'm not Michelle Visage. I don't care. But for the sake of being a review show, I'm just going to point that out.
She said, I'm going to give you orange creamsicle with a splash of tangerine.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she looks lovely.
Yeah, lovely.
Some of these, like, they didn't post them, so I had to, like, take screenshots from videos.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, okay. Marsha.
We call her Marsha Cubed.
Marsha Cubed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I think it's fine. I see that she likes to wear, a very Cher Horowitz-esque look. I get the reference with the nose and the Brady Bunch. I think it's fine. Doesn't really stand out as super duper exciting to me, but
I like it. Also good branding. I get the references immediately. It's like a little Cher Horowitz, yes, Clueless. A little Heathers, but also, a little retro 60s. I think the jacket could fit better. Actually, looking at this specific photo we're looking at now, when it's buttoned, it fits really well. I think when it's unbuttoned, it fits less well. But the lowness of the shoe and the flatness of the hair and the pedestrianness of, like, the outfit overall, I think is a little underwhelming in terms of, like, making a first impression. But in terms of branding, I think it's really good. I mean, like, people underestimated, Willow Pill because of her entrance look, and I think she's evoking kind of like that same response.
We're seeing a lot of, I think, Willow Pill's legacy reference in this first season for sure, based upon talents later and everything else. Yeah. I think it's great. It's memorable for not the wrong reasons, but yeah.
Oh. What are you going to say? You go.
When she came out...
This is Mistress. It's just Mistress.
No, it's Mistress.
Mistress 3? Mistress 3-1.
Mistress
Isabel.
Brooks.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, give it to me. I want that on a buffet line, and I will take extra helpings of it because bitch looks amazing.
So amazing.
Every little detail.
Yeah, no, totally. I love this outfit. Again, pageant isn't like necessarily my aesthetic. I see like kind of the loaf hair and then my gut and like kind of the big puffy sleeves. My gut is like, oh, I've seen this before. But the more I look at it, it's like, no, I have not seen like this kind of like sparkle, attention to detail, kind of like the way that it's put together. She's really doing a good job of kind of like bringing in a little bit of kind of like, I hate this, like new school and old school drag together.
But it's exactly that.
It's exactly that. It's good. I love it. The D rings, kind of like give it a little edge. Again, you see the black leather kind of stud details that you see in other combat like entrance looks, and I think so far she's done it the best.
Yeah,
because not only does it give her like kind of like that fighting vibe feel, but we also learn about her. It's like, I know who she is.
I love it.
And she's Eureka 2.0.
I love it. And the shoe, I'm like, honey, like I said, I already mentioned, like, us bigger girls, like sometimes center of gravity can be a bit off. And, I think I have no problem with it. I think it's work to your strength. That's not something that I think she should get shade for at all.
Yeah.
But, love it. Love it. Mug is stamped.
She could paint. Okay. We love Mistress.
Excited for Mistress.
Isabel.
Brooks. Would you like to start this one?
Poppy's
a
local queen. I've worked with Poppy. I had no problem with Poppy. I actually like Poppy quite a bit. I think she's kind of a genius when it comes to kind of like understanding herself and her brand, and she takes it very, very seriously. I think the silhouette of this entrance look falls into kind of that idea that she has of herself, with the exception that it actually doesn't tell us about yourself. There's like, I get it's a painting reference. But she's not.
Is she like a painter?
Not that I
like
know of.
Professional? Like I get like drag painters were all painted. Yeah, but
I don't think so. And even if it was that narrative, it just doesn't go far enough. The paint splotches on the tutu are too round and perfect.
Yeah.
It doesn't have kind of the realness of like making art. So it's just like, in that sense, it's like maybe you're presenting.
It's her after hours party dress. Afterwards, it becomes a twister mat,
and
everyone just like
twister mat. Actually, that would have been funnier.
Like if it was a twist. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Quit playing games.
Yeah. Get the palette off your head.
Yeah. No. It's like it's fine. I think she looks beautiful.
She looks beautiful.
Light.
Is that Neapolitan hair?
Maybe. Probably is. It looks
stunning.
Great. Yeah.
She looks great.
I wish you would not, or maybe like put paint on herself as she came out and painted. I just didn't really tell much of a story, I guess. Yeah. And yeah.
Or it was a misleading story.
Sure.
That didn't go far enough.
Right.
Yeah. But we love her.
Yeah.
Local queen.
I've never worked with her, but I've not heard necessarily the greatest things.
Okay, save it for the end.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ooh.
So, unfortunately, what is her name?
Robin. Okay, you gotta help us out if you're gonna be our producer, baby. Robin Fierce.
All right. I think she looks beautiful. I wish it fades into the background a little for me. It doesn't feel
so. Bianca also felt the same way, or like Ben and Jinx. So meta. We're referencing a different review show, but I actually disagree. I love earth tones and like skin tones as like a unifying color story.
Sure.
So I mean, I don't know. I liked it.
The pantsuit's cute. The crotch looks a little like kind of buckly, but maybe it's just because it's the fitting. I don't know. She's got a fat ass.
I don't mind that. You kind of see like the underwear underneath and I don't know. I think she looks great. People were reading kind of being able to see the tape underneath the wig.
Right.
But again, it's like drag. It's like, who are we trying to fool?
And it's also like it was shiny. So it's like, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, what do you... Shiny. Yeah, exactly. You're shimmering. Anyways, I think she looks great.
Yeah.
I guess we don't learn much about her in this.
It's not super memorable, but, looks good. She's cute.
We'll bring you in for the next segment.
Yes. Selena's titties.
I live.
You live.
I live.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Yep.
It's not commonly known, but in the Bay Area, maybe it is. But I'm actually half Mexican, so it's really cool to see this kinds of Latinx representation.
Yeah. I love it too. I mean, I grew up in Pomona, Southern California, 80% Hispanic. I grew up, all of my friends dressed like this. That's how I dressed in high school when I was pretending to be straight. You button the top collar and you lean like a cholo. And she's like, I learned so much about her from this outfit. I love it too.
The little chest plate, the Cortezes, the peak of the boxers, the hair, everything is just, I got my life when I saw this. It was amazing.
Okay.
So beautiful.
We don't have to say much more. Good job. And her name is fun to say.
Estides.
Estides. Okay, so this is bias, right? Yes. Nothing Sasha will wear or do is ever going to be negatively reflected upon on this show. And this entrance look falls into that category. I think she's serving body. It's referential. You know, she has, you know, she's ethnically Hawaiian. She has the poi balls. Poi balls? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's like, I think it's like she's wearing almost like some parts are a flesh bodysuit, but it looks just so well.
Yeah. It's like supposed to be like body tattoos, like rites of passage tattoos.
Gorgeous.
But then they're like stone. It's just like everything she does is very intelligent. Yes. And even though, again, I keep saying this, I don't like love pageant drag. It's like, I think I'm a liar. It's like when people say they don't like...
Maybe you do love
when people don't say they don't like musicals, but I like West Side Story. Like, it's just like, well, bitch, you love musicals, you know? It's just like, so I say that. I was like, no, actually, I do like pageant drag.
Say it with me. I am Phoebe.
I am Phoebe.
And I like pageant drag.
Pageant drag.
Thank you.
She looks amazing. She looks
Hair
great.
Is amazing. Love it.
Yeah. Period.
Aloha. Sugar and spice.
Okay. So are you in a group chat with your family?
Yes.
Okay. Have you been talking about the twins as much as my group chat with my family has
Annoyingly,
been talking about
yes.
them? Yeah. Why are we talking about them so much?
Okay, so it's almost like I just feel like watching this season has actually never made me feel older watching a season. Mm-hmm. The TikTok references, a lot of the way that they speak. Yeah. It's fine. I get that they have a presence. I'm not on TikTok all that much, so I don't really know much about them outside of what I've seen here. Yeah, that's fine. I think they complement each other, but I don't know.
I will go on the record and say that I have so many reasons to kind of like dislike them.
Yes.
You know, I'm brown, they're white. I'm old, they're young. I don't have much of a following. They have 7 billion people, right? Liking and subscribing all the time. Yeah. But it's like I see what they do and respect what they do. I think they look really beautiful. I think they understand their branding. I love that they have a bit. They play off of each other really well. They support each other. Yeah. That's kind of beautiful to see. It is annoying.
Yes.
But, we're going to get to it later. But, they deliver on, a lot of different levels. When I aspire to be the best kind of drag performer I want to be, I see what they're doing and, like, there's things to learn from them. Yeah. So I'm humbled enough to say, it's like, they're onto something.
Yeah. Spice looks better, I think, though.
I have a theory, or it's going to be produced. Uh-huh. They're going to lean into it. But it's like, you can tell by their dynamic that Sugar is the alpha twin, But Spice is already faring better on the show. Yeah. And I think that's going to be a point of contention. I love drama.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes you get tired of sweetness, but how often do you get tired of spices?
No.
Not as much.
I guess that's true. Well, it's nice when they're together.
Yeah. I don't care for the trotting. I'm just like, can we not trot everywhere, though? That is...
Yeah, that is annoying.
But again, it's part of the brand and the shtick, but it just...
Oh, we just added another drag queen, Eris Throttle Cakes. Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Eris Throttle Cakes. I have been doing drag for a few years, and Phoebe's my illustrious mom, so I just try and wear human units, just try to look like her naturally.
I foster a lot because I like the checks, I like a little bit of extra income.
Well, she saw me in the shelter and was just like, this one looks really docile, and I'm not.
Yeah. Feral.
But
But yes, this is my daughter.
Adopt, don't shop, you know?
Adopt, don't shop. That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about the talent show now, instead of going through every single one, because I feel like we could clump a lot of the performances together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just talk about our favorites and who struggled.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Eris.
My favorite, I've got to go with the clear, obvious one was Anetra. Like, she did a very real duck walk, and she did a very real just everything, and then had a talent. She actually did a talent, which was karate or taekwondo or something.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking, a drag queen doing a talent on a show that isn't just doing drag.
It's so smart, so good. Again, I think like these first episodes, you need to introduce yourself. Like, who are you? Like, bitch, she can dance, but also she can fight. Like, I don't know. And it's also like funny as fuck. Like, the track itself was like hilarious. If it was just the audio, you'd be like, oh, that was funny.
Timed
but, like,
perfectly.
Layers.
Fart? Did you
layers.
hear the fart?
Yeah,
Yes.
we saw the fart.
Brilliant.
I heard the fart. Explain to me. It's like I felt the thing is the brilliance of the fart was that okay, so if you don't know, viewers at home, when she does her roundhouse kick into the board, and yes, that was a roundhouse. I think it was like a butterfly roundhouse, actually.
Oh, well,
She
thank
did.
you for clarifying. Get it right.
I did take martial arts myself, so representation matters.
Yeah.
When she kicks the board, there's a little fart sound, and I think you don't really notice it, but you feel it, and that's really smart, kind of like Foley artistry.
Yes.
And I think Foley artistry is very important when it comes to making drag songs.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
She did. Yeah, I loved it. Jax was my. I think I would have. Benitra won. Great, love it. Groundbreaking, stunning. Jax for me really did it though. Like, I didn't necessarily see that coming, and I didn't see the board coming either. But like, I just with the hair and the jump rope, it was so incredible.
Again, like Anitra, levels. You know,
Yeah.
Jax could have just danced, but it's just like, no, I'm also gonna jump rope. You know, because like that's talent. But then I'm also gonna like brand my like. It's just like the braids and the hair, and told us so much of what Jax is about and what Jax cares about and what Jax is good at, and just like good.
Love a
Tick. Good.
Love it.
And is gymnastics in your background too? Was that a back handspring? Coude,
Those were
bandola?
back handsprings. That's
Okay.
right. That's what I saw. Into splats. I want to call it splats. Yeah. Yeah, Jax would splat onto the floor.
Splats.
Yeah, splats.
That's how people talk about my dancing too.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, Jax was great. Loved it. She was
Okay.
my favorite.
Okay, well, since we're talking about the top. Marsha, also very good. Also very smart. And just sitting on a secret, you know? Like, just like, not so much bravado when it comes to like, I'm the greatest dancer. It's just like, oh, I can choreograph, you know?
Yeah.
But just not putting it in our faces like some of the other contestants. And then like, just like, worked in some like really brilliant balletic technique
Beautiful.
into just a funny number.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even if you took the dancing away, it was brilliant. But the dancing, like, just added a layer of, like, personality. And, yeah, very smart, very
Also
good.
really smart. No lip syncing, so she got to wear that like headgear.
Yeah,
It was
no lip
so
syncing.
funny. It was
Yeah.
so good.
It was, I mean, they mentioned this on the pit stop, and I'll mention it just because it is, like, it's like what Coco Montrese was going for, you know? But, like, Coco Montrese did not, like, add, you know, a layer to it.
Yeah.
You know?
I just want to know how she packed that bed.
Mm.
Like, how do you? That takes a lot of suitcases. Yeah, thought it was cute. Loved it. Delightfully strange, but beautiful at the same time.
Any performances that stood out that you thought were tops but didn't, but weren't tops on the show?
So I go ahead. Sorry.
No,
You
it's
had
just
thoughts.
like I feel like you have the same thoughts almost.
I actually thought it was sadly not recognized, but I actually liked Amethyst's performance idea, the baby. I thought that was a fun. I fucking love Lisa Stansfield.
Mm-hmm. I love it. When I heard the song,
I was like, "Mama, give it to me."
And I thought the judges were gonna gag because, like, just knowing who Michelle Visage is and RuPaul and the era they come up with, I thought they were gonna gag for this song, and so I thought it was a smart choice. But I think there were like not so smart things that were done.
You revealed it too early. You showed your cards too early.
She's a TikTok queen. She's got 15 seconds to do it all, and then she's done. So
yeah. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. The format didn't match, her skill set.
Yeah, and even I wouldn't wear sneakers on the runway.
No, and we saw at least twice now, like sneaker inspired shoes that were dragged up. Yes. I kind of get the joke. It was a little hammy.
Little mom.
I don't know. I also just see a lot. So I thought it was clever. I thought it was good. I think it would slay in like a bar.
Yes.
But like, this is where I'm gonna get shady. I think a lot of people think like comedy comes from making like funny faces, and it's like not all comedy is funny faces.
No.
I mean, there is an idea there to back it up, but again, those ideas weren't finessed, and it just didn't land.
Amethyst is the only queen that I followed on TikTok before she got into the season, because during COVID she was performing in this like bar, and it was always the same angle, and she'd do these performances that were just very effective for the format. Yet, it was just not. It didn't have that same charm that she has on on that site.
Yeah.
Anytime I can roll my eyes at a number, though, I'm like, oh, I love that. It was kind of fun, like the play on.
Yeah.
Can we say TikTok? Are we gonna get sued?
Talk tick.
Oh, we'll bleep it over with a different word. Dick doc.
Dick doc.
Dick doc. I'll stop shitting on Amethyst. You missed the first portion. I did shit on her a little bit because, like, just like branding yourself as like a TikTok star is just so grating.
Also, though, the gag to do that on the season where Sugar and Spice are there.
I know. Well, she was gagged when she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like the first Connecticut queen. Oh, I'm the first TikTok star." And then bam, 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 bam. You are not.
Yeah, I think they call those filler queens. I think she's filler. Is what I'm saying. I think she has a lot of filler.
I think her looks are underbaked too.
Yeah.
She has a lot to grow. People are comparing her to Nathan Fielder, which I thought is really funny.
That's funny.
Okay.
Anyone else who stood out for the wrong reason?
The
wrong reasons. Okay. The bottoms were the bottoms, for sure. Making ice didn't land. I think Irene, again, probably was riding the willow pill wave.
Yeah.
And missed it.
Yep. Weird is not good just because it's weird. Like, it has to have a reason. And
then I think her explanation was like, it's late in the bar. Couldn't kind of truncate it for the show. I'm just like, I don't know how making it shorter would have. I think it would have improved it. Because it's punchier. But it just didn't. It didn't happen. I mean, the crowd was probably cold. If a group of drunk people are like laughing at you trying to pick up ice, then yeah, of course that's gonna slay. But like, you have to account for like, not everyone's gonna be drunk in that like studio, baby.
Yeah, it needed more to it because I'm drawn to that number that we saw at that one Turbo pageant. That
yes. Okay, lasagna entree.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch that number?
Was that one of the virtual ones?
No, it was. She does do a virtual number that is like very eerie, very weird. Also, not a whole lot of lip syncing, but like her winning turbo number was just like so genius. It was basically her just waiting for like wine and pasta, like at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, but it was done so well. Anyways, it was crazy.
No
good.
Music, no lip syncing, pure Foley artistry, but like just pure emoting and engaging with the audience. Whereas that ice thing, it was just like, I'm making water. Look at this.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't make it seem hard, or she didn't make it seem like easy, and that was the joke. It was just like matter of fact.
Yeah. I also feel like we're supposed to like think she herself was innately funny in that.
Like, you have to come with that understanding of belief already, and I didn't.
It's like, if you were like, I'm a human, you know, kind of the thing that Juno Birch does. I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, I'm on her side. I think that she's
Yeah.
very engaging throughout the episode, and
I do like what a cunt she was the entire time.
Yeah,
I do respect that.
Have that.
Doubled down, never really kind of softened herself. It's like, no, this is who I am. Y'all get cunty with me.
But Mistress
That's
validated
respectable.
her. Mistress validated her.
Yeah.
Her cuntiness was...
Lucy LaDuca for me obviously was in the bottom, but I just think it bears. That was, I don't know anything about live singing. I know you sing live and actually are really good at it.
Thank you.
I know there's a lot of things. Maybe she didn't get a sound check. I don't know, but that was grating.
Okay. I would not sing live on the show.
Especially
as
when
like
you
a
find out
first
Ariana
impression.
Grande is going to be there.
You know, I've never been on TV before. You know, millions of 18-year-olds are watching this. Like, do I want to be the laughing stock? And it's like, no, if you have the option to lip sync to your own voice so that you can, like, perfect that, I would opt for that. Yeah. I think she did take a calculated risk, and it didn't go her way. On Twitter, she, like, posted a defense, and she was singing, like, Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid. And honestly, the timbre of her voice was the same. I mean, like, she can belt, and it's very high, but it's just, like, that whale singing, just like that timbre, it's very trumpety and it's very impressive, and within certain contexts it can really slay. But listening to just someone at the top of their vocal range kind of like belt unnaturally like that is going to be grating. And I say this as someone that does it. Like, I do that, I get it, and just like I wouldn't. Anyways, misstep.
I guess bold choice, but...
Yeah. I mean, the only one that sang live, but she was also doing, like, the Glee, like, fist pump, and that was bad.
But, like, did it round Cape Horn and come back up on the side of camp? Did it ever make it?
If it was more camp, then I think it would have been a little more successful. You know,
I think she should have gotten more dookie with it.
More dookie.
More Duke.
Loosen that dookie. Loosen the dookie.
Loosen the sphincter. Release the duca.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love poppies because I love puppetry and drag, and I think that that's great to see that representation of that. Mm-hmm. I wish it had been executed a little bit differently. I feel like but I feel like that had a lot of potential.
Am I talking over you?
No, you're great. Yeah, you're great.
Okay. I think that she did a really good job of like letting us know what her sense of humor is like. But I feel like she was a little restrained. You know, it was a little vacant. So we weren't like let in a little bit. And then it kind of relied on that gag. And then, at the end of the day, it's like, wasn't quite a talent,
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't like that good at puppetry.
Right. It wasn't like ventriloquism or something. Like, go for it.
Not like what you do.
No. The puppetry that I do.
Oh my God, you're a puppet? Oh.
I mean, filleting a fake Satan penis is a whole
puppet icon
story.
here.
But I thought she did great. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I thought she was good.
It was fun and weird.
Yeah.
And
I need to say it.
Say it.
Aura's was very bad.
Which one was Aura's again?
I think she should have replaced Lucy LaDuca in the bottoms. Just because like Lucy took a risk, did not pay off, but she did display talent.
What was Aura's again?
Aura did a K-pop song.
Yeah.
Didn't do the K-pop choreography, did her own choreography, and that choreography was bad. And I need to like lift up my Filipino sisters. I really do. It's like, and I want to, and I'm rooting for her. But like so much of what she displayed in this episode, I cringe at.
Can we not kiss our biceps, please?
Yeah, I don't need to celebrate masculinity.
Never.
Not on this show. You know what I mean?
I'll celebrate you, baby. Don't worry. Don't listen to them. I will celebrate you.
No, but like calling yourself betrayed, I'm just like, don't do that. Just wait till you're given that title and then lean into it. But
I need the clarity.
Yeah.
I need the focus. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like I paid attention when she said that. I was like, oh.
No, it was very thirst trappy, and it was successfully thirst trappy. Okay, so I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It is so hard being a gay Asian male. You know, you have to present masculinity, you know, a tenfold more than any other, you know, white gym rat, because, you know, you're just not seen as like sexually attractive or preferable. And I just seeing kind of like that internalized trauma so nakedly displayed on national television, like I am having such empathetic shivers. Like when I see that, I'm like, I'm cringing so hard, because I do recognize where those impulses are coming from. And it's just like, don't do that, girl. Just be sickening, you know. And she didn't wear heels. I don't know.
Well, and then complement that with my memory of you yelling at old men in Berkeley that maybe those aren't your pronouns. And look at how far you've come.
Well, let's talk about the twins before we move on, because we need to talk about them while they're still here.
But until they get the lip
Or
sync.
do you have like a hit out on them?
No.
I think Spices was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
I love Spices. I thought like getting out of a coffin and saying I'm bored is literally one of the funniest things that has ever been displayed on the show. I thought it was very funny.
Yeah. But again, how did she pack a coffin? These are the things I need to know.
Inquiring minds.
Yeah. Sugar. What do you think of Sugar?
Sugar's was the same as Spices, but not as good.
Right.
I forgettable comes to mind because I can't remember hers.
But watching Spice lip sync along to Sugar's track was like so
that was
sweet.
cute.
That's so cute. They love each other so much. I find that so endearing.
Yeah. Twimpathetic.
Twimpathetic.
Is that a
Twincest.
Twincest.
Twincestual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Bellamy's gonna call.
Twincest tea.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on the talent show. Do you think it was a good talent show?
Oh, excellent.
Too many original songs.
Yeah.
For people that did original songs in place of having a talent to display.
Yeah, I agree. I think that if you're on Drag Race, it's kind of assumed you already can do a drag. You can do a drag. And, you know, a lip sync and whatnot. And I just don't feel like that is enough for this, you know, level.
Agreed.
I loved it. Not everyone could be a banger, but
yeah,
the ones that
some
bang,
songs
bang.
are better than others.
Yeah.
I'm happy that none of the original songs were in the top.
What would you do for? Oh, I know you have to wrap up. What would you do for a talent?
What would I do?
Yeah.
What are you good at? Quickly.
I don't know what I would do. I would throw the kitchen sink at it. I would try to show as many different talents as I could. I would try to be funny. I would try to sing, or like display my voice in some capacity. I would like to dance, but first and foremost, I think I would like to do something that like showcased who I was, you know, and like what I cared about. We could talk about Sasha Colby's actually very quickly. I think she kind of fell in the middle. In terms of like how the talent went, but I think it was a masterclass of like she really wanted to do something personal, and I read her description about like the number that she made for this. Like the song was personal, the story she was telling, you know, came from a real place, and she showed true talent in it, and maybe didn't land because like it's hard to kind of telegraph all of that in such a short amount of time,
right?
But it was still very evocative, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So I want to do something like that, but maybe a little more fun and not about mental illness.
Right.
Or maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
What would your talent? What would you do for your talent?
I think I would try. My only talent, aside from like computery things, is viola. So I would try and somehow incorporate that,
yes.
like a classical instrument, but. my heart can only take being called Thorgy so many times. I would have to really think hard about how to differentiate. But
That's Well, I think that sounds That sounds wonderful.
Sounds brave.
It's how do you pack a viola? Isn't it? Oh, that's the cello.
Yeah. I could. It's very transportable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's great. I love that.
But they also have electronic ones that are even skinnier. It's essentially just like a thing with strings on it, just like a tube.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Love that.
Oh, you can do a lot with that.
I have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Lucinda, what would you do for your talent?
What would I?
We all wanted to know that.
I would probably do in the vein of the like weird but like kind of esoteric moment. So I'm a pastry chef. I'm really good at like cake decorating. So I would want to do something where I have the components separate, like frost a cake within the time that I'm doing my lip sync, make it beautiful, and then like smash it in my face or sit on it.
I've actually done that for a drag number.
Yeah,
but it was a butthole. I frosted it, and then I put a candle inside the butthole, lit it, blew it, and then put my face in it.
I love it.
The things you've subjected that butthole to on stage is like numerous and
cake is not the worst. It's not the worst. I bet.
Yeah,
the butthole is in the room.
the butthole's our producer.
Yeah, but I think it's
producer
fun.
butthole.
Yeah,
producer butthole.
All right, we gotta move on.
Okay, we'll move on.
Moving on.
So
okay.
We're, again, going alphabetically with the runway looks.
Right. Okay, so let's put some parameters here. Let's say one sentence each.
Great.
Oh.
Okay, great. Okay, so this is Amethyst, Eris.
Simple.
Too simple?
Too simple.
Yeah, it's not enough. If you're gonna do something that simple, you need to proportionize to make that be the statement.
I also agree, not enough. I see the ways in which they tried to make it more with all the bows, and I think it's a very nice wig, but not enough.
It's a boat.
Yeah.
Boot.
It's a
boat.
It's a boat.
It's a boot for a boat.
Well, that's a yacht.
Yeah. Anitra. We love Anitra again because she fared so well. It makes me like the outfit more.
Mm-hmm.
I said this when I first saw it. I think it didn't need that bodice piece. If it was just the bodysuit and maybe kind of like that low cape, that would have been enough for me. I could take or leave kind of like the headgear as well because I think the bodysuit's interesting enough, and it's also just like you're serving yourself, and I think that's good.
Well, the black chest piece cuts her up in a weird way. Like, it doesn't leave a nicely shaped arm. It doesn't really highlight anything here. It like reduces her neck. It's just not flattering.
Yeah, she made it, so kudos for that. I know that's beautiful work. I wish the hair was bigger. I actually don't mind other things about it. I just wish the hair was a little bit bigger. I hope this is not the season of all just steamed flat wigs.
Human units.
Okay, our guest is coming for us.
I am also wearing a human unit today, though.
Right, so. House of Human.
House of Human.
Oh. Okay, Aura.
I like it better in this picture.
Okay. This looks nice here.
Yeah. So we're looking at a like a studio photo of her outfit on the runway. Again, she wore black. Mm-hmm. I think kind of disappeared.
Bubble wrap.
No neck. It's just like stop putting all this black right here and then like losing your neck.
It looked like it was made from bubble wrap, which I love a reusing, outfit moment. I love the pointy shoulders, but not enough.
Not enough. Also, just too similar to the entrance look. We saw that part of you already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking with auras a little bit in the way, like with the black look, but this is evocative. It's got a reference.
Who is this?
This is.
We're quizzing you.
This is a beautiful woman.
We're just seeing if you know.
Regina from Seattle.
Irene Dubois.
I was close.
Yeah. I've seen xenomorph looks already. Evian, local queen, local legend, has a xenomorph look. Really fucking cool. We also saw Astrid Aurelia do a xenomorph look on Dragula. She won with that look. So seeing it again, this is our third iteration. It is less than those other two kind of versions that I'm already familiar with. But with that said, it's good.
Yeah. It's fine. I like the hair. I wish there was more of that green color maybe pulled into the outfit in other places. Yeah.
I mean, goo should have been spitting. She should have been spitting goo out her mouth. You know.
Yeah, that's a good point. She should have had like a little like Sigourney Weaver doll that she's just like
pulled
attacking.
out of her chest,
Oh, Sigourney Weaver coming out of
her
chest.
How would you pack Sigourney?
That's drag, baby.
I mean, how do you pack Sigourney Weaver though?
Who is the
I mean, you put Sigourney Weaver in the coffin, and the coffin on top of the bed, and then
it's the Activia. The Activia helps her.
Yes.
Okay. Loved it. Cute color
Jax
blocking.
So good. I think that Jax is really playing into this kind of like 90s Fresh Prince, like just cool factor that I is just like, she's killing it. She's like playing off of playground vibes.
Yeah, I was like, gives me kindergarten in like the very best way though.
Yeah, color block, very 90s, very hip hop. I was not a fan of the bodysuit underneath. I think kind of distracted because I think like the jacket and the boots are so cool. If it was just kind of like the jacket was buttoned up.
I think I have that bodysuit from Fashion Nova. So
it is a Fashion Nova.
Maybe that's that. But the boot and the jacket, it's cute. Love the hair. Cute. Eye makeup.
And we love Jax.
We love Jax. Mm-hmm. Lucy LaDuca. Just love saying that name.
Yeah.
Too. Loved it. I think it's beautiful. Love a fishtail gown. The color is great. I think it's a fun homage to Britney. I like that. I think it's cute. I think she looks fine.
I think she looks great. Yeah. This is the first time we're going to see this very similar kind of like textile work. I think we're going to see kind of like this material and treatment more times throughout this runway. So that's the only thing that's like subtracting for me, just because like it is just expected now. But yes, it's great.
It's a very classic
Judy Jetson Hooker
style. Judy Jetson Hooker. Yeah. It's a classic style in the sense like the construction of it does lean towards pageant, but it's a little bit more open. I just wish that the sleeves weren't quite sleeving as hard as they do. Like it just ends in some like uncomfortable cutoff, and then her hands are just there.
She should have just cut her hands off.
Thank you
for the talent.
Yeah.
That would have.
Look, Ma, no hands.
It really handed to her for that.
Oh
God. I cut my own ears off.
Monet.
Okay, so Lux looks great. I'll start. Aquaria did this look, and so did Naomi Smalls in a certain fashion. So it's just like, I think it's smart to be evocative of like previous contestants that have fared really well, but it's also like you're going to be compared to them, and I think that's already happening on Reddit. Like, this is an Aquaria look. Also, I've seen this like garment. I think it's a Drag Race designer garment, you know? Yeah. Like, it's so again, it's good, but it's not original.
The hat is awesome. The jacket with the sleeves is great. Otherwise, it's a corset that is decorated nicely with some like, it's not enough, but I love the look on her. She looks dynamic. But yeah, we've seen it a million times.
Yeah. I love the hat.
Love a hat.
That's all. That's really, that's what I'm responding to. I think I agree, when you see the same designer over and over, it does detract from it, to the point where I'm like,
does it become old hat?
It becomes old hat.
Do you do crossword puzzles?
Yeah.
That's a crossword clue. Okay, so here we see that kind of like material again.
Yes.
Yes, this is Malaysia. Isabel, Baby Doll. No, Baby Doll Fox. Is that right? Why do you... Yeah. Did I nail it?
Because you started mixing Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Oh, no.
I said Brooks. I was like, Brookstone.
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 Rest in peace.
Not enough foxtails. The gown could be longer. It could be pulling at her feet, you know?
So this is it's a stretchy, like, sequined mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's that is netting. Like
We're
is,
seeing
Yeah,
that a
yeah,
few
yeah.
times this season, like
Yeah.
you said.
A
already.
macro mesh, if you will. Yeah. Netting, yeah. And then, Lucy wore it, and we're seeing it again. And it's really wonderful because you get a little bit of transparency, you get a shit ton of shimmer, and it contours to the body
It
really, really well.
stretches.
But if someone else is wearing it, it kind of like lessens the effect.
Yeah.
I agree. My biggest critique is that, like, I think the hem is just very ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And so, to your point, if
Yeah.
it were longer, I wouldn't notice
Yeah.
it. But the fact that it cuts off at the floor and then there's no finish, there's nothing. It's really, it's a see-through fabric. So you see that it's a folded, that's like probably 2-inch seam that's like there and sewed flat. It's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks beautiful. I love
Bring
it.
back
It's
lining
gorgeous and
dresses.
white. Yeah.
I always cut the lining off my dress.
Welcome to the stage, lining dresses.
Yeah.
Seen it, done, not enough.
Not
Wait,
enough. This is
okay.
Marsha.
Marsha again.
No, we all have to say one Marsha. Marsha. Say it faster. Marsha.
Marsha.
Like it's almost like you're picking up right left off. Hold on. So this is Marsha.
Marsha.
Yeah, we'll get it. I like it again. Too similar to the entrance look. Not enough.
Mm-hmm.
But the details there. I'm guessing she made it herself, so that's
tweed?
really good. It is a tweed, it's like Chanel vibes.
Who was a Nazi sympathizer? So.
Oh no! I was wondering when we were gonna bring up Nazis.
Wait, Chanel's our sponsor for this
Oh
episode.
no!
Say that.
The thing about Chanel, and this particular kind of like kind of mini skirt tweed moment that they had in the 90s, it's just like it looks so much more luxe. You know what I mean? It's just like they had like that gold brass hardware, and then here it's all kind of like plastic, which I think is like cutesy, but doesn't feel as expensive. Feels a little too kind of like day, pedestrian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would tip her at a brunch. Hard.
Oh, for sure.
I would hit on her.
We know.
Yeah, but yellow midriff.
I know she sews. I follow her Instagram account specifically to see what she sews. She's like very good.
We're looking at a kind of a studio photo or like a photo shoot afterwards.
Right.
She did wear bigger lashes and a bigger wing for this, and I just want to point that out. But like on the show,
that's right.
Very little makeup, which actually I thought is kind of a serve. And it's just like I'm barely putting a lash on, but it made some people angry. I think it's a little chapstick. Yeah,
lash is
chapstick,
pretty
some
criminal.
BB cream.
Yeah.
You did tell me one time if I ever didn't wear a lash, I would be cut out of the house.
Yeah.
So.
It's true. I did say that.
I've been told I need to wear more makeup, so I sympathize.
Yeah.
I wish you would.
Soon.
Yeah.
Can we cut actually so she can do that?
This is my top. We haven't said who our tops are, but I just want to say that Mistress Isabel Brooks had my favorite runway. I think it told me Lone Star State.
Yes.
I get it. Pageant Queen. I get it. But you are the most Texas and the most pageant in this moment. Like everything stoned, kind of like those beaded fringe. I'm gagged. I thought it was gorgeous.
I live. The only thing I would want from this, and that's only because to make it that much further, but I wish her hat was like 4 times as big, like just comically overdone. Like, that scene in Scary Movie when the sheriff's hat just keeps getting gradually larger. I think something just gigantic, but she's not necessarily going for camp there, but stunning. That's my only thing, and that's just a personal thing.
Or
oh my gosh!
Or so
or
tiny.
The
Oh,
teeniest,
smart. Okay.
teeniest little hat.
These are good notes.
Just a little
These are good
hat.
notes.
All right, take these.
I will say, I would say it's pretty close to perfection.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it.
I
love it.
Gorge. Poppies will make them sleep.
Bay Area
Poppy.
hero, Poppy.
Poppy
Oh my God, we gotta say something good about
will
Poppy.
make you sleep. No, I think
She's pretty.
She's very beautiful. I didn't understand the reference.
Okay,
She was
so
naked.
I looked up this designer. They do some really cool things with with creating these like I guess it's what material is
it a
that
New
like
York City
horsehair
designer?
or kind of like this this very stiff netting material. What is
Yeah.
it called? Is it horsehair? No, I don't know.
Interface.
Interface, yeah. Or like these full interface gowns. So they have a lot of like transparency and a lot of structure simultaneously, and I think that's really cool.
Shik's about one of them, I believe.
It is
Oh,
a
really?
rainbow,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Is it a rainbow?
Yeah.
It
So-
doesn't really give me.
So this has kind of like a taffeta kind of tulle treatment to it. Sits in her like color story and silhouette. You know, brand very, very well. But there's something about it that's underbaked.
It's not accessorized.
No.
There's not a piece of jewelry on her.
Oh, she has earrings and a bow. I mean, that's plenty. It's just
I wish there was like a necklace, some more
necklace,
sparkle, maybe.
A bracelet, like
Rhinestone fishnets.
Yeah.
maybe some
Ooh.
stones.
I don't know. I think it looks great. I just think when you're on the stage with all of these other dynamic looks and personalities, it just looks a little not as, you know.
I mean, like it's again, like maybe just like too perfect,
Right.
like too cute, too
It feels it feels maybe contrived.
contrived.
And when you have a brunch show in
Controlled.
San Francisco, Lord knows there's a little bit of tech money thrown on that.
Mhm.
So like, buy some stones.
But she looks beautiful.
Buy some
I
stones.
think the hair is
beautiful.
great.
I
We
think
can cut that. if
we
you
have
want.
to cut. Yeah, we might need to cut. What's that?
Neapolitan hair?
Maybe
It
could
is
say,
sprinkles on top.
we
Sprinkles
could
on
say other
top.
things. All right, so we could
Okay.
say other things that are
Yeah.
nice. Yes.
Okay, sprinkle on the top. She looks beautiful.
Mhm.
Sprinkles on top for the win. Looks great. The
Yeah.
hair.
Support Filipino artists.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Believe women.
That's right. I love her in pink.
This is Robin Fierce.
Robin Fierce.
Fierce.
Okay, this this Photoshop job is too much.
It's incredible.
It is too fucking
It's
much.
incredible.
I need the wolf in the
It's-
background.
yeah.
Right? It's like the cover of a fantasy series.
Oh my god. It's just like remember like leopards with like rainbow like space backgrounds.
Lisa Frank.
Yes.
Not exactly Lisa Frank, but it was just like hyper realism.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's serving that.
I like
It's this material again. It's the
Yeah.
same the Lucy LaDuca Malaysia.
sparkle
kinda-
netty-ish.
yeah, just sparkle-
netty moment.
Yeah.
It's just like if I didn't see it 2 other times,
Right.
I would like it more. But until I had completely forgotten about this outfit until you pulled it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm trying to remember. Like on the runway, I don't think that the satin red as luxe as it looks in this
Oh, yeah.
photo
Oh, yeah.
here. I think it looked a little dull.
Yeah. You need the wind machine.
It's
Mhm.
It's cut well. Like
Yeah.
it's
Well, I
it's
think she
draped
just
very
has bad
well.
gas. I think that's just what that is.
Ah.
That's right. Flatulence queen.
That's what-
Yeah.
No, it does. It's beautiful. It's sheen.
Mhm.
I mean, she looks great.
Yeah, looks
Yeah,
great.
it looks it's beautiful, but yeah.
And it's drag. It's
I am
nose
running
drag.
out of patience for a skirt wrapped around a bodysuit. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Selena has titties. Selena has titties. Not as that intro look was just so like.
Mhm.
But this is still giving me everything. I love the paisley like moment,
Mm-hmm.
the branding on the shirt with
Mhm.
those titties, but it's like the we can't call them what they used to be called. They're called the white tank tops now are called.
They're
The wife lover.
Yes,
Yes.
the wife lover. But the hat,
Yeah.
bucket hat, it's very 90s. She looks great.
Yeah.
Big earrings. Want to swing from them.
Too similar to the entrance look for it to be kind of like its own distinct idea and outfit. But I do like it, and I think I might differ from you in that I think I prefer this to the entrance look.
Oh, okay.
I think if she walked in with this, I mean that would have been a gag. But yeah,
I love the color story. It's very evocative of Simone's step down look, where she did that. The tank top that was actually
Yeah,
like
the
a hard
plasticized-
corset,
Which in a
plasticized.
Yeah.
way is cool because it's
Yeah.
like bringing that glamour to
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
cultural significance, which you know
Yeah.
is very
I
important.
only think it could
Yeah.
use stones. Like the eyes get lost a little bit
Mm-hmm.
in the pants, and it's not as clear that this is like
I think some of the
faded
yeah.
paisley style.
Yeah, I think some of the paisley stoned. I can't really tell. It looks like it.
Yeah.
Agreed. Oh, Sasha.
Mother.
I mean, like I said, on this show, you're never going to hear us say anything negative about Sasha Colby. And how can we? Because she's like literal perfection. Yeah.
She could walk out there in a fucking diaper and say,
Yeah.
Sasha Colby,
Yeah.
your smile.
She also, if I'm not mistaken, I remember that she said this is the dress she wore for her coronation, right? So,
Yeah.
and that was what, 10 years, I think
She
said?
said she wore it once and never
But
again.
the fact that it's still so timeless
Mhm.
and like if 10 years ago could look so dated, but
Yeah.
that looks incredible. Love that drama
Yeah.
of the headpiece.
It looks luxe. It's regal.
It looks
Mhm, mhm.
expensive.
Again, it's just like, who is Sasha Colby? She's a winner. And you get that from
And
this.
I love the cut of that skirt. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
And that beaded fringe, baby.
The material is very cool, too.
Yeah.
Like,
I couldn't figure out what kind of material it is. Yeah.
It reads hard. I think what it is I think it's actually a...
Two materials on top of each other.
Exactly.
Oh,
I think
okay,
it's a like a plasticine lining on top of something that's like satin.
It's so good.
Yeah.
This
Love it.
Sugar. This one was sugar.
Sugar. I mean, they have money. It's a really cute kind of like interpretation of a mouse. Can we say Disney? I don't know.
Bleep
No,
that too.
Don't
Yeah.
bleep that out. Of this iconic cartoon character. Tells us who she is.
Don't talk
I
about
think it's
Emma
good.
Watson like that.
I think it could use stones. That's all.
Disney drag on the runway. I mean, like,
But it's slutty Disney drag.
Cornbread did it better.
I did like
Cornbread
that.
did do that,
was-
yeah,
If
the
you're gonna do
beast.
it, do it better. And that
Okay.
was just.
Well, that's not fair. Yeah, of course Cornbread did it.
And how did she bring a rose in her suitcase? Sorry. I'm sorry.
We love
No,
a through line.
it's. I think she looks lovely. A lot of people are gonna get a good reference. It's referential.
Mhm.
I think she looks great.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
I actually preferred sugar over spices, which is the opposite from how I felt about the talent and how they've been kind of presenting themselves so far. I love the ostrich feather, and I think there's something kind of like cute about doing a mermaid but using feathers. It's kind of flips it.
Mhm.
I think the hair could be brighter and bigger.
I just feel like it's what you would expect when you get made over at a fairy princess party to look like that. I just feel like that could have been, both of those two looks could have been elevated to like more drag. Like that I don't know. I feel like she's a beautiful woman. I feel like a beautiful woman would wear that to a costume party or something. I just doesn't feel like it's drag enough for me.
It is a custom corset, and that looks gorgeous. And there's ostrich feathers, so there's movement. I'm coming around. I think I like it. I would wear it. Yeah.
I like it, but like, here's
I
my
like it.
stance: is if someone comes up to me and like these are the outfits where it's like this is me telling you who I am. If someone tells me they're a Disney gay, I'm like, next, we're moving on.
What if her shoes were fins? Like little fins or flaps on them, some little camp moment. I don't know. It's just too pretty it's too perfect. It's great. I love it. But I'm also a walking ball of garbage, so.
Different strokes?
Yeah, that's right. Different strokes.
That's all of them.
Oh my god, thank God. There's
16.
so much.
That was a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the segment that I think that we should share what Bay Area drag artist would fare well in this week's challenge. So we'll start far right, Eris. Who would slay a talent show on RuPaul's Drag Race, currently working in the Bay Area?
Probably the greatest disaster. No, I'm kidding. I think for a talent, I mean, I think that like I'll take the obvious answer. I think you would do very well in that.
Oh no, don't say that. That's embarrassing.
I think Evian.
Actually, a little brown on your brown. Buff that out.
Well, it's fine. Who else? I don't know. I mean, like if the talent is lip syncing, I think there's just so many. Like I think that come to mind. But someone did a talent recently. Actually, who was it? Someone did something on that stage. Is that a princess?
Yes.
Well, I'm coming up with a blank.
You can insert it later.
Well, because like pick any queen. I think that like there's
Yeah.
a lot of queens that are like at that caliber.
Mm-hmm.
Heroine, boots the house down, can
Mhm.
like do some really beautiful voguing. So like
Yeah.
heroine.
One of my favorite performances that I've seen, and again, it's because it tells a story I like. So Vanilla Meringue does this number where she starts off with like basically the faintest hint of makeup, and then through the course of the number does the opposite of the coconut oil thing, but like does a whole beat and a whole thing, and it's just so entrancing.
Wow.
And yeah, I don't know.
Could she do it in like 45 seconds to a minute and a half, like the queens have to do on the show?
Well, fair confines. Maybe not 45 seconds, but I think that would be, I guess, time not a factor. What about you? Who do you think?
I think there's some obvious, like, talent juggernauts that come from the Bay Area. I think Amora Tease and Militia Skunt would kind of slay a talent show. On the show, we've seen some burlesque, with Pheromone and Bosco, but I actually haven't seen burlesque on the show because none of them are actually doing burlesque.
No.
Roxy did a really good burlesque number, actually. I'll say that. But Redbone from the Bay Area,
Oh yeah,
I think she would slay a talent show because like that is burlesque, and I would like to see that on the show. Heaven would slay a talent show.
Heaven would
Oh my
really
God.
eat that up. Yeah.
Who does anyone do magic? We haven't seen magic on that.
Yeah.
I just
Meat
basically
Flap.
I want my
Meat Flap does magic.
Does magic.
I just want the runway show. I just want the talent shows to be clown parties, I guess. Who can juggle?
Lisa's a trained
Lisa
clown.
clowning. She could clown the house down boots.
There needs to be
Yeah.
a clown.
Lisa. Also another obvious answer.
I also think an interpretive reading, like a storytelling moment, like Jubilee does a dynamic live readings. I think that poetry. I think that would be a really cool thing to see too. Yeah.
Too many answers.
Oh God, just say one.
Person.
Oh, shit.
Heroine.
All right,
Jubilee.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say Jubilee because I feel like that could be done in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So I think Jubilee would execute that.
I'm gonna say Redbone, because I think she just oozes talent, and I would love to see it on the show.
Can I change my answer?
Mm-hmm.
I pick Mud.
Mud.
Oh.
Mud can go.
Just exist. Yeah. Existing
just
as
existing
an
on the
amazing.
Making those faces. Yeah.
And the
Well, thanks for watching. Thank you, Lucinda, for joining House of Cakes in our currently unnamed show. Yes. And tune in, maybe not next week, maybe the week after. We don't know how
soon.
We've got a name. It's Human Unit.
Human Unit. Human Unit. No. We're going to... If you have any ideas for a name, put them in the comments.
Put them in the comments. Like and subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And find everyone on the TikToks.
If you can find the like button, you can find the clip.
Yes. Thank you.